Today we'll have a look at the present participle. You have come across it before, as it is the form of the verbs that end in ANT, and you pronounce the ANT on. It is often used after on. So how do you form it? You start from the new form of the present tense of the verb you require. For example, nous prétendons. You then remove the ONS ending. And you add the en ending. So, prétendant être avocat, Marcel parvient à rencontrer le grand-père d'Idrissa. Of course, we have to have a few exceptions, but if you follow that method of starting from the new form of the present tense and removing the ONS, there are only 3 irregular verbs. Okay? And these are être, which would become étant. Avoir, which becomes ayant. And the last one is savoir, to know, which becomes sachant. So, when are you going to use it? The present participle is used to say how something is or was done. It's also used to describe 2 things which happen at the same time. And it's also used to replace an expression that contains qui plus a verb. Let's have a look at a few examples. First of all, the expressions with the qui plus a verb. We have an example here. Marcel, qui est plus gentil que les policiers, aide Idrissa. Now you can see here you've got the qui and you've got your verb être. Now I could replace all of that with the present participle of the verb être. So pause the recording for a little bit and try to work it out for yourselves. And this is what you should have. Marcel, étant plus gentil que les policiers, aide Idrissa. So Marcel, being nicer than the police, helps Idrissa. Here we've got an example of 2 actions taking place at the same time. While waiting for the customers, Marcel and Chang look at the people's shoes. Your present participle is going to be here, the waiting. And this is a case where we're going to be using the en to translate the while. So you are going to have en plus the present participle. Again, pause the recording a little bit and try to work it out. And what you now have is your en and then the present participle of the verb attendre. En attendant les clients, Marcel et Chang regardent les chaussures des gens. So while waiting for the customers. And one last example. While taking Arletty to a hospital, Marcel looks worried. So again, you're going to be using your en for this one. And then taking, the verb we're going to be using is this one. Emmener. Okay, so the new form is going to be nous emmenons. So pause the recording and try to work it out. The answer is, en emmenant Arletty à l'hôpital, Marcel semble inquiet. And you have here your present participle en emmenant.